So, first of all, I wanted to ask you, what attracts you to horror? What is it about the genre that appeals to you?
そうですね。現実にはなかなか体験できな
So I
い。
think that to be able to experience something in our reality that is extraterrestrial or out of our reality, out of our dimension, and to be able to experience that through my work. So the scarier it is, the more surprising the story is. I think that's what is really alluring about the horror genre.
魅力が増していくんだと思います。
And do you happen to remember the first film or the first book that really scared you?
ですね。
Yeah, so the very, very first horror manga that I read was the pioneer of Japanese horror, who is Umezu Kazuo. And I'm not sure if it's in the US, but the translated title would be Mummy Teacher. Mummy as in like the mummy. Yeah, Mummy Teacher was the very, very first horror manga that I read.
ホラー漫画だったと思います。ですね、怖さというよりも
So the main character, the girl, is very pretty, so I thought she was pretty. And there's also a female teacher who is beautiful as well as a human. And then when she becomes a mummy, she's very grotesque. So that dichotomy of beauty and grotesqueness, that balance, really left an impression on me.
印象的で、怖さというよりもそういったところの魅力というか面白さを感じてました。
And is there anything now that scares you? Is there anything that terrifies you?
はい。そうですね。テレビで心霊写真の特集とかあるとトイレ行けなくなってしまいますしですね。
Yes, so on TV they'll have these specials on haunted like photos. You take a photo and you have a shadow of that thing. Yeah. So if I watch that, it's hard for me to go to the bathroom at night.
Do you feel that there is humor in your horror also? Is there a connection between horror and humor?
はい。私ホラー漫画描いてますけど。お笑いの世界も大好き。
So when it comes to the comedy, so I like the comedy genre, and I like gags. I like especially Japanese style comedians.
怖い。
And yes, I do come up with these scary ideas, but at the same time, I'm coming up with these gags and side jokes. And I don't want to throw them out. So I end up putting them in, and and of course, without losing the scary element. So that's, yeah, so I think of funny things as much as scary things.
ちょっと入れてみたくなってしまうというですね。で、怖さを損なわない程度にユーモアを入れるということはよくやります。
And where do you get your inspirations for these stories? Because they seem to start kind of in very normal, typical kind of situation and then just spiral out of control.
そうですね。
And so when it comes to the core, like the meat of what the story will be, I actually do gather those ideas from just my everyday environment and the things I do. So I'm really, really attentive to those things, almost, just like on the radio, and I'm catching that frequency of the core of my story. So, but yeah, I think the inspiration does come from the everyday.
そういった日常生活の描写から始まるのかもしれないですね。
And one last thing, how do you feel about this whole Comic-Con experience?
はい。いや、もう会場は。
So I've been to many cons around the world, but San Diego Comic-Con definitely is probably the biggest. There are so many booths. The fans, the attendees, they're not only here, but are such fans of what they're fans of. And I also enjoyed looking at all the exhibits and around here. So SDCC is. I've really understood why SDCC has such a worldwide reputation.
やっぱり世界最大級のコミコンだなと非常に感動しました。
All right, well, thank you very much for talking with me, and thank you for all this deliciously wonderful horror and humor together. Oh, hey, this is one of the reasons I love Comic-Con. It's things like this. So thanks for watching the video, and check out more of our coverage at kpbs.org/comic-con.